Trapped. An excerpt of a story by Olivia Barone. Another peal of thunder sounded. I jumped at the sound. Ever since I was young, I had been afraid of them, the flashes of lightning and the roaring thunder. The rain was always calming for me, but mixed with thunder and lightning, it was the most frightening of experiences. I sighed, getting into my canopy bed. I shouldn't be afraid. It was a simple storm. I closed my eyes. I had always found the rain soothing. Concentrate on the rain. The rain. Not a second before I had begun to drift off, a shrill scream pierced the air. I bolted upward. What was that? I heard a pounding on my door. Anne! Open up! Get out here right now! I scrambled out of bed, running to the door, flinging it open. Lizzie stood there, fear clear on her face. She grabbed my hand and led me down to the room that we let Bella stay in. Sakura stood there, her eyes wide, stepping backwards. No, she repeated over and over again. Misaki came down the hall, and, seeing his sister in such a state, ran over to it. Sakura, keep it together! She burst into tears. What happened here? I asked Lizzie, almost afraid to know. She just shook her head. Steeling myself, I walked over to the open door to Bella's room. I froze in shock. Bella was on the floor, her dark hair splayed around her. Crimson pooled below her, pouring from a huge gash in the left portion of her chest. Her eyes were wide, unmoving. A trickle of blood dripped from the corner of her mouth. How could someone do such a thing? I whispered, unbelieving. I felt faint. What happened? Pierre came running down the hall. Anastasia? I felt light, unbalanced. Anastasia! He caught me as I fell backward. Anastasia, what happened? Bella, dead, was all that I managed to get out. His eyes widened. What? He looked into the room, and a look of revulsion came upon his face as he beheld her corpse. Why? Anastasia, can you stand? I nodded weakly. Here, Anne, let me help you. Lizzie came over and helped me up. As Pierre turned around, I noticed a blotch of vermilion liquid on the cuff of his sleeve, quickly drying. Kai and Min walked around the hall. Kai seemed calm, Min-Min's face as blank as ever. She was holding onto his arm. My gaze dropped to his belt. In a gem-encrusted sheath, there was a dagger that my eyes had somehow missed before. Well, aren't we lively tonight? Kai almost seemed like he was smiling. It was you. I turned around. Sakura was clenching her fist, glaring at Kai, her eyes filled with venom. You're the one who killed Bella! She was shouting now, her eyes wild. You're a cold-blooded murderer! Kai laughed. Now, let's not jump to conclusions. There could be a murderer here, right now. It could be any of us. I'm not the only one with a weapon. Min stepped forward, her eyes dark, speaking for the first time since we arrived. There's another person here, other than us. I can feel it. To be continued.